Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go, here in Sao Paulo. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They stick with Jacobs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air here on first down. Rodgers has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. Racing down the left side. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. On now is McManus to kick this away. Dory Jackson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams starting with the pass here. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw by Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First down, ball at the 36. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Talking about all this Von Miller shit,
14 yards,
all this
nice play
Adu
there.
Carter
It gives them
shit,
1st and goal.
all this Eagle shit, and your ass getting fucking remade, bitch.
Offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense up to the line fast. Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers pull out in front further. 13-zip. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Ooh,
Extra point try
girl,
is
you know
good by
what's up.
McManus. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what? Huh?
On now is McManus to kick this away.
Oh, you getting remixed.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the move, headed right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
3rd down, here's Williams. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one leaked out to the right, but it hits the upright and bounces through. And the Packers push their lead to 21-zip already. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. takes this one back for the pick six. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This finds Smith. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
From the 34. Pass is caught at the 9. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Packers on top early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They start out with a 3rd and 6. On target to Musgrave. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He finds him beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Running on first here with Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's caught Metcalf. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Man in motion here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives this forward to the 6. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers continue dominating in our opening half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Williams. He puts some juice on it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And it's going to be about 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action with Rodgers. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Rodgers set to pass. Watson with the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Packers. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Across midfield at the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. Takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. McManus on for the extra point. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. All right, they feel comfortable with the lead they have, so they're just going to kick this from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Williams on the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Williams throwing again here on second down. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Dotson now in motion right. First down throw by Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now it's second down. Williams from the gun. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. The kick by Folk is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The party's still going for 2 more quarters, football fans. We're back underway from Brazil. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They send a tight end in motion. Jacobs running behind center. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Rodgers here from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Williams to throw on first. And they pick him off again. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away.
Okay, that's the minor.
As he
Okay,
records the first interception of his young career.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Okay.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Shotgun give now to Jacob.
What is that?
Now play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Oh, you can get in the closet. She said, don't you make a sound. No switch is going down. I said, why don't we just go out the window? Yes, except for one thing, we on the 5th floor. Shit, quick, put me in the closet. And now I'm in this darkest closet trying to figure out
Too many plays like that. It's just
how I'm gonna get my crazy ass out the time. And he walks in and yells upon. She says, honey, I'm walks in there with a smile on his face, saying, honey, I've been missing you. She hops all over him and says, I'm Luther and you're bathwater. Telling you now this girl's so good that she deserves a Oscar. Throws her in this
Guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead.
in the closet like man, but this lonely note. Not gonna
That's
believe
okay, bro.
next thing you know,
He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Now he's staring at you now. As if he was staring at you. She knows honey, let me explain. He says you don't have to go no further. You clearly see what's going on. My bad.
Trying again, following the sack. He's going to push one deep.
They
They get it again. And the Packers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
It's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. It really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Searches from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Working quickly here. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Cut by Jacob. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Motioning the tight end now. From the 47. Gets this one to Watson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you...
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll run Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, okay? You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Williams set to pass. Has a man, it's Brown. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Taken in by Smith. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Jacobs. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring out 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, Williams. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
She said what?
Williams to throw.
It's your heart rate?
That pass caught by Johnson.
Doing much better. It's
And
just
he
your
takes
heart
a
rate.
shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has
Can you
enough
ask
for
him
that
what
first
is it?
down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's Dotson on the catch. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. Let's go now. Williams from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Headed out right. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over.